Attack of the Google-Noodle Bang Brains.
A lot of people are asking about why am I gay? Well, frankly, it was very comfortable.
I was very impressed today with Mitt Romney. As you know, with the great people.
Plus, this way you can take the top. You're not just eating the crust.
Go pack, step back. Our health is under attack.
I want to hear it again.
Where's our safety?
You gotta use your mind, man. You have to think critically. You have to use your mind, not your Google-Noodle, and not your Bing brain. Hollywood is a dirty mirror. And if you want to live, child, you got to take your life back. You got to take your mind back. You got to take it back. Turn it off. They're trying to program us. They're trying to unplug us from reality completely. And we got to get to the throne. We've got to get to God. We got to cut it off. We got to cut the head off the snake. The head off the dragon and burn it. If you're not sacrificing for others, you are not a part of the solution. No matter how many Emmys, Oscars, Grammys you win, no matter how many academic appointments you win, no matter how much money you make, you are not a part of the solution. You're going to need every award. You got to pop a pill because you sold your soul. And the truth is eating away at you. Everybody who don't believe in God is tending toward the problem. If you don't believe in God, then you need to at least not believe in man. But if you think that rich white man who has every vested interest in subjugating you is your Messiah, you are fooling yourself. Secularists don't sacrifice. And they're not leading us. They're not capable of leading us in the right direction. They're only going to take the steps, and the thing is, they are ready to ignore empirical evidence. People have looked under that microscope at HIV and had some serious questions, but not said one word because of the repercussions they know would happen to them if they did. Now they're trying to blame COVID for retarding the HIV research agenda. The most popular secularists and atheists are people who are known for the worst human rights violations and war crimes. And gay people, they hate you too. We can't let these Google-Noodle Bing brains win. See, what we're experiencing now is the rupture that happens when people are trying to subjugate other people. Right now, they're cooperating in a certain way to subjugate the masses. And people who feel like they survived this current rupture because they were accepted enough to be a part of the governing system, the governing body, the patricians, need to look forward. That's because the patricians are still a triumvirate right now. But believe they are each one of them wants to be emperor. So y'all not going to survive the next level of that conflict when those forces that are cooperating politics and technology and culture start, okay, now which one of us is going to be number one? You got to start looking forward into the future. You have to look forward into the future. This mass following shit, we have to think and we have to question. You know everything. Everybody knows everything. The most important information you need to live and be happy, you pretty much already know. The good stuff, the real stuff. People are trying to convince you that you don't know what they don't tell you. That the only way for you to know is for somebody else to tell you. Google-Noodle Bing brainery. Celebrities need to go off social media because when y'all go off it, the rest of us are going to get a clue. They're trying to create a closed loop, calling it a metaverse. 99% of your wealth, Mark Zuckerberg, is not going to offset the tragedy and calamity that was a Trump presidency. The damage, the fallout from the erosion of critical thinking, from the erosion of human free thought, you can never repay. Tesla, and how we're all going to be Google-Noodle Bing brains, and go to a new planet and colonize it. You think God not sending us to another planet to like fuck up more of his shit? If we go to Mars, we're just gonna fuck it up. Some people don't want to think, because thinking and you start to feel responsible for certain things. That's why they don't want to believe in God, because they don't want to be obligated to do the right thing. They want to say in an ideal world, and if they want to say it's right to abuse and exploit people. They don't want to say love thy neighbor as thyself. If you don't need God, your task is not big enough. You think you're going to solve injustice without God. You're going to think you're going to eradicate crime without God. And you approach problems in ways that make you rich and famous. We need sacrifice. People who are willing to suffer for their art. People who are willing to sacrifice to tell the truth. People who are willing to fight battles that they know it's going to take a miracle for them to win. And people who are going to fight battles that they know they're going to lose. But somebody got to fight it anyway. People don't sacrifice these days. We have to sacrifice for each other. If you're not sacrificing, you're doing something wrong. And there's no in between. It's a pall over all of entertainment. Shallow. Most of it is shallow. They take in white boys with tattoos, releasing songs that feature a gangster rapper. All of a sudden, that gives the white boy credibility. That's how you make a rapper these days. There are some young guys that are really from the life and really, they look old. They're young, but they're old. But they have lyrical content. They have a message. They're not flexible. You can't be flexible. In these times, harem hoes. You might as well just belly dance. Because y'all some harem hoes. Attack of the Google-Noodle bang brains.